Good morning. Happy Friday. Welcome to your writing sprints. We're going to get some words down today. I can feel it. Let me get my bestie on. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning.
Good morning. Oh, good evening for me. You always
How are
trick
you?
me. Yeah, good. Oh, I think my device is like yours. It likes to go wayward.
I
Likes to.
know. Like who makes these tripods? Let's do better.
I know. We need to create our own.
I know. If I could.
Hmm.
How's
How
your
are
week?
you?
I'm
Oh,
tired.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm
You've had a
tired.
lot on. You've been out with your daughter and all her modeling stuff.
Well, thank you, yes. We just got back from Austin, and then she had two jobs in Houston, so we had like 3 days all long, and she just got confirmed to walk New York Fashion Week. So
Oh,
that's thank
congratulations. Who's
you.
she walking for? What area? Because there's so many that happen.
Yeah, so she's walking for a designer called Cesar Galindo. He's based out of New York, and so she's walked for him in Houston like 4 times.
Brilliant.
And so he invited her to walk for her. And so she's the only Houston model that's flying up to New York because, they would just get New York models. So she's so
Yeah.
excited. But I was like, this is so last minute because the show starts the 6th through the 11th. So we don't have flights, we don't have a hotel, we don't have anything. So I was like, oh my gosh.
I remember when we did my daughters and she had her gear that we had to, and because COVID was on it, it was really hard. I don't know if you guys over there knew, but it was so hard to get out of Australia.
Yeah.
And WA was the hardest to get out of. And I think it was the day before our flight, we got our approval. So I hadn't packed. And we had to pack all of her show stuff, everything, get on that plane the next
That,
morning.
that
We were at
stresses me out.
a family barbecue, and then I was like, "We've got to go. We've got to go now."
Yeah, I can't do that. I'm a planner, and so I was like, okay, well, we're gonna fly up the day before, get in, have a lovely meal, that kind of thing. And
Yeah.
so my sister's like you, where she's like, oh, you want to fly to New York today? Sure, let's get on the flight. I'll just throw some things in a bag. And I'm like, my anxiety is rampant. I'm like, there's no, I can't do that. I can't
Yeah.
go.
Well, we got a phone call this week, and my daughter's been invited to Florence to show her stuff. So that's pretty cool.
Wow, that
Yeah.
is
So,
humongous.
but I don't think she can go. So we're talking it out to see because she suffered with a lot of seizures, and we've been going to neurologists. So I don't know, but I might go as a representative for her, and that might help. So we're talking it out.
Can you guys, I know it's a long flight, so would you kind of like puddle jump it, like, half in this country and then do another half another day? Would that help with the seizures?
Nah, unless it's only like 3 hours, and that
Oh,
would be a million flights. Yeah.
yeah. Time expensive.
Until the neurologist. I mean, if she approves it, because it's not till May. So if she approves her, then we'll get her a flight. But if she doesn't approve her, then I don't want her to miss out on her stuff being there. And I've spoken to the lady who's organising it, and she said, "Look, as long as her stuff's there, that's what we want." So I was like, "Okay." So
Okay.
we were like, "Yes."
That
So
is
yeah, so
so
she,
huge.
yeah, so it'll be really cool.
To show in Italy?
I
Yes.
know. I'll have all the
I'll just hire a videographer. I'm going to need you to come with me. Get all the BTS.
Yeah, I'm good at that. That's one thing am good at.
Well, that's our part-time, unpaid, voluntarily mandatory job, right? So
Yeah, and that's if I'm not doing hair. I have been asked to be like, because the lady who's organised it was the eco one that we did earlier. So she's the one that's organised it, and she's like, "Could you be, And I was like, "Oh yeah, okay."
I
Hence
know.
why I'm supposed to go.
That is always my job, dressing the girls and then trying to get everybody's like, can you send me so I take a zillion pictures of the girls, try and catch up with their phone numbers. I just pass around my phone. Hours later, I'm like, I don't even know where my phone is at. Who
Yeah.
has it? Yeah. Yeah. So what you working on today?
I'm still book three. I actually, hey Jess, I can see you in the comments. Um, I sent her a message today. I'm at this very blown, and I've come to this idea, and she's on board. So I'm excited about that.
Hey, isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
It really
So
helps to have
yes,
her talk things out. And for those that are listening in, that's Jessica of Deep Roots Editing. She's a developmental editor that we love. Hi, there she is in the
yes,
comments.
she's our ride or die.
Yeah, she
But
is.
yeah, it's really good. That's one thing about Jess that I love is that if I get an idea, I can chat it out with her anytime, and she's so happy to just go. And she's so brutally honest. I'll give her that.
I love it.
She'll go, yeah, no, that's not going to work, or tease it out a little bit more, and then to get back to me. But I'm at a stage where she's liking where I'm going. So
Oh, I know she's had my manuscript this last week for Full Throttle. And so she's helping cut back my words because, this girl is verbose. And so we're trying to get that word count down. And then I'll get it back from her. And then I'll do my edits. And then it's on to the editor because I'm trying to release it, I think, the first week in March. I'm moving up my deadline. So,
uh, I'm hoping this one's ready in May. Get ready, Jess. When it's done, it's rushing to you. I'm hoping around mid-February I'll be ready for developmentals. So I reckon mid-Feb.
oh, that's not long.
And
That's
then
2 weeks away.
mid-Feb, 4 weeks away. Another
Okay.
2 weeks in.
You're like, don't be saying that.
Don't scare me. I just about had a heart attack.
I know.
And then
I
I'll
already
send it off
started
to Jess.
I started my second one pinned throttle. And I was like, oh, I can have that done by the end of February. But now that we're going to New York for, I think, 7 days, I'm like, okay, I won't have that done by the end of February. So,
Can't you write like it's where are you? Your text. How long's the flight to New York?
well, okay, so technically it's 3.5 hours in the air, but it's really 4.
Okay.
And then, in Houston, because it's an international airport and it's so busy, you have to get there 2 hours before your flight. And it takes
So there
everybody
you
two
go. You
hours to park, to get through security, to get, you know what I mean? So, yeah,
yeah.
it's already making me anxious.
I everywhere I've gone lately, I've just had my laptop or my iPad
Yeah,
and just typed
it'll be
and
going.
just gone for it.
I got a
Yeah.
dedicated backpack that'll be going on the plane with me.
And at
But
night
still, they have
time instead of
meetings.
reading,
Yeah,
yeah, and like before you go to bed, put down 100 words. You'll be right.
exactly. All right, you ready to go? You ready
I
to
am.
get started? Okay, 25 minutes. I'm gonna mute my line. So good luck, everybody. Because
Yeah, I'll mute mine too because I've got some listening to do.
oh, oh yeah. Okay, here we go. We're starting. 25. Hey.
Hello. I hate it when they change and I can't get them back over to you. I wonder if
I
I
don't know how
turn them back on and again.
I know. I don't know how you do that. I'm not that techie.
I'm not that techy at all. I'm trying.
Oh, she froze. Oh,
Oh, have I? What's happened?
it's
I've
freezing.
frozen.
You're frozen.
I know. What a beautiful. Yeah, I can see my face. It looks terrible.
There you go. Now you're back.
It was to changing these. That's why. Yes. Won't do that again.
Isn't that always the case? I know. I was
No.
supposed to be writing, and I'm trying to get my box set for Cougars and Cubs formatted, and so I got. I know sidetracked, and I did that. And I'm like, that is not writing, Missy. That is doing formatting.
I figure that if long as you're doing something to do with what you're doing, it's still creating your books and getting it sorted. So,
You're see, I like your gentle approach because I'm like, girl, this is not going to get your book written. So get on to writing some
well, because
words.
I've been getting on like I get on with CH Reese on Saturdays, and sometimes she's been sick this week, so I haven't seen her this week. Not on Instagram, just on a Zoom call together, and we normally either do like our talking about what we're going to do to build ourselves, to do things like newsletters and what we've found, and we just try and work, and then we start working on graphics and stuff while we're still online together to make ourselves accountable a little bit, which is cool.
Love
And then
it.
we have a writing day as well. So
Oh,
I
that's
think
a
as long
smart.
I, when you've got someone doing it with you, you don't have to lie. I think it's they do their thing, and we can sort of we've got a question. It's like being in an office together. It's great.
It is nice. I know. So I can do this Monday. We talked about it. I couldn't do
Yes.
last
Yeah.
Monday because I was. So I can put up the graphic. Are we going to do the same time? Eight
Yeah.
and oh,
Yeah.
actually, I'll have to. I have an appointment. So let me see if I can move that appointment to another day.
I know. Let me know, and I don't want you to change your appointment though.
It's just giving blood. That's anytime. Anytime.
Okay. Well, yeah. Let me know, and then we can set it up. That'll be good.
Okay, yeah. Because I'll have to put up the graphic what today, really, in order for it or tomorrow to be Monday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's Friday night for me, and
And then
yes,
you'll go
that'll
to
be good.
bed and the graphic.
That'll be extra words. That's actually really good because I'm nearly balancing out. Like I never get over like 700 words a day, and I'm getting up to about 2,000 words a day, which is brilliant.
That's awesome. Doesn't it make you feel good
Yes,
though? It's just like that.
it
I'm
does.
achieving stuff.
I've never been that far up before, but I have been doing quite like in the morning. I'm jumping on again in the morning, and then getting on at night. So it's great.
There's this ghost writer that I used to be connecting with all the time, and she's really busy, and I've gotten busy, and so she writes 7 to 10,000 a day every day. But as a ghost writer, I guess she has to because she has all those deadlines.
I was watching a reel today, Mackenzie Fox and her sister Dakota Fox, and um, she was saying she was going to do 10,000 words today, and I actually wrote on in a comment going, "Holy crap!"
Yeah,
So how are you going to manage that? So I'm waiting to see if she actually hit it because I'm like I don't think I've ever done. I think over a weekend I've done 7,000 words, but that was like Friday through Sunday, not in
I
one day.
wrote. My record has been I wrote 139,000 words in 6 weeks, and let me tell you, my eyes were tired. I had eye strain. I mean, my brain was fried, but it just kind of, that's when I wrote Isla. And that was after my mom had passed. And like all that grieving just kind of came out in that book. So that's why that book is so dark. But
That's I
I
mean
couldn't do that
I
again.
I yeah. That it's funny how emotions will take over your story, and especially with what you're dealing with at the time. So yes, I understand that very much.
Yes.
You get deep and dark.
Yep.
That's
That's the
really good.
case. My man is
Mm.
right here, of
How's
course.
I know, I can see I was gonna ask, what's he up to? Mine, I'm glad mine don't do that to me. I'd be like, and I find it hard enough to type with two hands. If I had to type with one, I wouldn't make it.
He is a Velcro kid. He is like a toddler. And I heard that dog, okay, see, he keeps hitting the tripod. I heard that dogs have the mental capacity of like a 2 to 4 year old toddler. And I'm like, that is this kid. Like, the second we are separated, he's like, Mommy, we're separated. This bothers me. Yeah, so he's a Velcro kid. And I'm just like, we don't need to be, I'm here with you all the time. So, yeah. I don't
It's
know
like
if
he
you heard
knows
him
when you're on the
breathing.
phone.
Huh?
He knows when you're on the phone. Oh, when my kids were younger, they knew when I was on the phone or on the toilet. They were mum, mum, mum.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. I don't know if you had heard him breathing or heard his nails click. Click. Oh, okay, okay.
Both
He's about.
nails, nails in. Oh, I can't hear his breathing.
He's quiet today, but yeah, we're trying to lose weight, 70 pounds, but it's not
Has he
working.
has he lost any yet?
He's lost 2 pounds because when he has to go into boarding, they keep him like whipped into shape, and so I call it like fat camp because he loses weight every time he goes into boarding because he doesn't want to eat.
It's his boot camp.
Exactly. That's his boot camp. And so, yeah, he's going to be really sad when he has to go back into boarding for New York.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, poor Papa.
poor kid. Yeah. All right, you ready? We're going to do another
Oh gosh.
25 and
Yep,
then
I'm
we'll.
ready to go again.
All right. Scoot,
Cool.
scoot. Thank you. You're about knocked it over again. Okay, 25,
Ah,
starting now.
yeah. I'm just turning off my mic.
Hey. AB was on. I don't know if she's still here. Good morning, ladies. I haven't seen you in forever. Get that right. She's such a
The
sweet.
whisper. Is that the whispers are from the boo?
Who? What?
Oh, I
EB?
can see.
Oh, EB Slayer.
I can only see a couple of people on. I've only got
Oh.
I can see Jess and then whispers from the boo and
Oh,
shared.
okay.
Bookshelf. Sorry, whispers. Sorry, whispers from the bookshelf.
No. EB is
Because
up.
it's all separated.
I know. EB said, "Good morning, ladies. I haven't seen you in forever. Get that writing done." Hi, EB. Yeah, I need to check to see. I got to DM her because she's in LA and we know those wildfires are so devastating. They're still
Oh
going.
gosh, I hope she's okay.
I know. I need to check. I'll DM her and just check
Yeah.
on her.
I didn't know that she was in LA. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
I
that
had
was pretty
forgotten.
bad.
So I'll connect with her and we'll see. We'll check in on her and see how she's doing.
Yeah, that
All
sounds like a good
righty.
one.
I finally
We
switched.
could have a three-way. She could jump on. I've seen people do that.
I used to. So when I did sprints by myself, last year, like before we got on together, she used to jump on with me. And then there was a rider out of, her name is Omni, and she was in the military and she was serving in Abu Dhabi or Dubai, can't remember. So the three of us
Oh,
used to write together, but now her service is done and she's stateside. Hey, Evie.
oh,
Okay,
oh,
how are you making it out, Evie, with the wildfires? Please tell me
yeah.
you're safe, you're okay, you're not impacted by it.
What's she saying? I can't see her
Oh, she
writing.
said, "Hi, how are you, ladies?"
Good.
We're good. We're writing, but we want to know how you're doing.
Yeah.
So I finally switched to my manuscript, started writing, not formatting. So yeah, priorities.
That's good priorities, though.
I don't know if she's going to respond, but I know. I'm north, so I'm okay, but my
Oh, good.
grandma's house is gone. Oh, bless her heart.
That's not good.
Is she staying with you guys, EB, then? Oh, I've been through a lot of shit recently. I can't even. Oh, I'm
Oh,
so sorry, EB. I'll DM you, and if you want to talk, I'm always open. Or how can we
yeah.
help you? What do you need?
Yeah.
What does your grandma need? I know, last year I had so much damage from the
Yeah.
hurricanes. It was crazy. Then I had damage from the winter storm in 2021, damage from the hurricanes in 24. So my heart goes out to those that are affected by natural disasters because it is devastating. I've had to move out of my house twice,
Mm,
and twice in the last, 4 years because of damage. And you just hope, and insurance doesn't cover it all, like ever.
no. Yeah, because they're very tricky and make sure they put that in the small print.
Exactly. I found out I'm allergic to wheat, corn, and soy. Girl, what are you eating then? There's nothing left. There's
No.
like gluten free, but I don't know if gluten has corn in it. And soy is in a lot of things, a lot of
Yeah.
things. Like even milk has soy.
Yes.
Oh, that poor baby. You poor
Um,
girl.
that's going to be hard.
It is. And when you
Yeah.
get to be our age, Evie's not my age. Okay, let me just say that. But you get set in your ways, right? You have your own like recipes. You have know what you're gonna do, and so I can't imagine having to start all over. I'd have to get a like nutritionist or like
Yeah.
YouTube all these
I've had
videos.
I had to have I've changed lately. I found out that I had a autoimmune disease or two, and I can't have a lot of stuff. And just like Evie, I had to relearn. I had a dietitian on call, and
Yeah,
and
that's
I
good
had no choice because it was dangerous to eat the other food. So now
Oh,
I'm,
dang. Well, I've had Crohn's disease forever, which is disruptive.
yes, that's just as, yeah, that's horrible. Yeah.
I
Do you
know.
flare a lot?
Yeah, lately I have. The past 2 years I have. So I think it's just the stress of like everything. So
Mm,
anyway, it's not convenient.
mm.
Evie, as for my grandma's house, she passed in September. Oh, okay.
Oh,
And my stepdad is taking care of it all. So I don't know. I don't have to deal with any of her house stuff. I'm so sorry that she passed.
I'm sorry too.
Um,
Yeah.
it's my mom passed last January, and then we had the Derecho, and then we had the Hurricane Beryl, and so there was a lot of damage in Houston. Uh, we had 3/4 of Houston out of power, and so that was we're 4 million people. That was 3 million people without power. And in hindsight, me and my sisters think God took my mom so she wouldn't have to deal with all that
Yeah.
because there was lots of damage, and so maybe that's the silver lining.
Yeah.
Your grandma passing before the tragedy of losing her home.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can eat rice and veggies. Oh, yay, rice and veggies.
I can't have rice, so she's one up on me. But I can have oats, so that's all right.
You're not old. She says, I'm old though. I'm 42 and been freaking out. Yeah.
Oh, I wish I was 42. In my,
Same.
I'm still 21, after,
My mind is 21, my body,
I
not.
reckon my mind's 15 half the time and my body's, yeah, no, it's creaking.
I have all these baseball boys that hang out at my house because I'm, the hangout house. And I tell you, like, I can go toe to toe with them. So I think my mind is like a baseball teenage boy. It's bad.
My boys are very sarcastic. I think Aussie boys are anyway. My boys are sarcastic, so I've got to keep up with them all the time.
EB
But
said,
they're older.
yeah.
What'd she say?
EB said, oh, hold on. Yes, losing her house would have ended her. So I'm glad she's not here for it. Yeah, that's I don't know. We are in such a grief state. You grasp onto straws to figure out the answers because we don't have answers. My mom died very suddenly and tragically. And so
Mm,
you're left, even after the autopsy, we had a zillion questions. And so I think it's our way of coping, our way of trying to make sense of a world that doesn't make sense to us. So
yeah,
I
I
get that.
agree.
I'm forever 25, so I hear you. Well, I'll tell you, as I've gotten older, I want to eat, fast food sometimes, but my body will not eat fast food. So I can't tell you the last time I ate from a bag in a drive-through. I don't even know. It's been years and
I
years.
have to take my shake maker with me. So I take my Blitz so I can do my smoothies with protein powder in it so I can just have something that's got protein and goodness in it. So that's my go-to.
Yeah. Well,
Safe,
we're
safe
on all these
go-to.
baseball tournaments, or if I'm, back of the house at modeling, I go to the grocery store and they have these like little bento boxes, which are like meat, cheese, veggies, and fruit. And
Yeah,
that's my equivalent to fast food.
yeah,
I'm allergic
yeah.
to nuts and a lot of fruit. My gosh, Evie, that's
Ah,
crazy,
yeah.
girl. Do you have a dietitian? It's almost like tell me what I can eat because the list of what I can't is a mile long.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then tell her to make up some menus for you. That's what I did with
Oh,
mine.
yeah. They gave me an EpiPen that day, probably wondering how I'm still alive. No.
Oh man.
The good news is my daughter has a severe allergy, and so we have EpiPens, and she's been tested. But the good news is that nowadays there's so many restaurants that are accustomed to allergies.
Yeah,
And so
yeah,
whenever we go, they'll tell you, I've had the chef come out and talk about, go through the menu of what you can and cannot eat when you go to restaurants and stuff like that.
that's
So
good.
at least we're living in a time where there's recognized, like if you're in the 70s trying to have an allergy, shoot, nobody cared.
No, no. Well, Australia's got some restaurants that care, and they got some restaurants that don't.
Yeah. No, I don't have one yet. There's still just blood tests. They haven't even done the skin test yet. That's in 2 weeks. Oh, bless your heart. Yeah, that's tough.
Oh, that's tough, Evie. That's really
Yeah.
bad.
Well, we will pray for you for sure, for sure, for sure. Um,
Yeah.
but not to cut you guys short. Sometimes this platform doesn't allow us to go much longer.
Yes, no.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm going to finish off this and then I'm,
Heading to bed.
yes. Yes, it's nearly, oh, it's 11:30 here.
It is.
My daughter keeps poking her head in going, you finished yet?
I know, yeah. Well, EB, I will DM you, so we'll continue the conversation privately. But you guys have a great weekend. I hope you get some words down, and then we will try and see you guys back on Monday. Me
We
and
will.
Sienna. Yes.
We
All right.
will. Evie, take care.
Yes, EB, take care, and I'll talk to you.
Okay.
Have a good weekend.
Bye.
Bye.